Okay, I don't know why my camera took a second to show up, but we're live. Where's the 8 a.m. siren? Anyway, last time on Ace Attorney, I think we just started investigation. Yeah. We just started the investigation. We managed to... Oh, yeah, I got super angry because we pretty much proved that our client was not at the scene of the crime during the murder. And they're like, well, we'll look into this. And it's like, bro, get my client off. Like, my client didn't do squat, okay? Oh, there's the 8 a.m. siren. But yeah, anyway, 今日は危なかったですね、千尋さん。It sure was a close one today, huh, 千尋。そうなんだ。私も見たかったな。Oh, really? I wanted to see. This is Mayoi talking. Oh, Mayo-chan. It's Mayoi. ねえねえ。結局どうなったの? How did it end up after all? なんとなく犯人の目星? Objective. 犯人の目星はついてきたよ. Somehow or another, we arrived at our why is my voice... Hold up. My voice is like slamming against the end of testing. Okay, this is better. I think that was from when I was sick and my voice, I was speaking lowly. Anyway, somewhere or another, we arrived at the criminal's objective. あとは証拠と動機? Motive. And then we had evidence and maybe incentive. Or no, from here on we gotta get evidence and incentive. Hey, すごいな. What? That's amazing. 4番法廷。予審? I think this is a made-up word. Yoshin, preliminary examination, pre-trial hearing. Okay. Yoshin hote, trial. So the pre-trial hearing system. システムは明日が終了日だからね. The last day is tomorrow. So in this world, in this universe, they don't have the normal they don't have a normal Japanese or even American or whatever system of law of trials. Instead, what they do is, in order to like just basically pump people through, they have trials that happen pretty much the next day. They can last for 3 days max, and then the judge, trial by judge, they decide. Yoshin Hote, the pre-trial court. 聞いたことない? 2003年前から始まった法廷のシステム. You didn't hear about it? It was a system that started 2 or 3 years ago. 要するに、犯罪の件数が多いからさっさと片付けようという制度 system. Yep. So because of demand and the number of the amount of crime was increasing, they thought they would. It's a system to quickly clean everything up. その制度だと裁判って3日で終わっちゃうの? Wait, under that system, trials only last 3 days? まあ、とりあえずはね. Why can I not remember what Toriaizu means? First of all, for the time being. Anyway, at least. For the time being. Well, for the time being, at least. そういうことだから、早速行こうか. Well, if that's the case, we should get going. It's Oba-chan. October 19th, a certain time. Eito Film Studio, front gate. Oba-chan, 今日は静かだね. Oba-chan's quiet today, huh? いつもこうだと、この撮影所も平和なのに. If you act like this, the studio will become peaceful. なるほどくん、Mr. なるほど、ちょっと、張り合い competition, feeling that something is worth the effort. 張り合いがないね. It's like she's, doesn't have it in her. まあね, seems so. 今なら、詰状の羊羹、食べても大丈夫かも. Well, right now it seems that it would be okay if we eat the guardhouse's ryokan. 食べたら、hot倒す. If you eat it, I will flatten you. あ、よかった、生きてたよ. Oh, good, she's alive. Alright. 姫神 producer. About the producer. 姫神プロデューサーのことですけど、So, about the producer, のお偉方は、女を気に入っているからね。She's one of the greats of Eito Film Studio. 女の思い通りにならないことはないよ。思い通り。Let's see, 思い通り means as one likes. I assume it means like anything she says goes. No one goes against her. 苦々しい. Probably like bitter, unpleasant, disgusting, loathsome, shameful. 校長口調べ口調 tone of voice. It's a loathsome tone of voice, a bitter tone of voice. 嫌いなんですかプロデューサーのこと Do you not like her, the producer? 女のことは話せないよ. I'm not going to be talking about her. 撮影所の人から言われたから. I was told not to from the people from the studio. 駐在監督. That's the director. Yep. About the director, 駐在監督ですけど, about 駐在 director 駐在. あいつは姫神の言いなりに動くふぬけ Coward 男だよ. He's that guy derogatory. Let's see. If Himegami says it, he moves. Probably, it's like if she says jump, he says how high. Funike, a spineless man. どうも姫神にいじめられるのが嬉しいみたいだね. It seems he likes being bullied by her. Eh? なんでいじめられるのが嬉しいんですか? Why would he be happy to be bullied? ねえ、なるほどくん、なんで? Hey, なるほど, why? さあ、さあね. Well, you know. Alright, about Ibukuro, my clients. No, the victim. Ibukuro-san のことですけど. So about Ibukuro. あなた、you! 今日はよくもいい加減なことを言ってくれたね. Today as well, you, were saying some unnecessary things, you know. Overstepping your boundaries, I guess. 大スターのイブロコちゃんを、こともあろうに、of all things, of all people, the big star, イブクロちゃん、犯罪者呼ばわりするなんて。He's being called a criminal? I won't forgive you. 本気怒ってるぞ. She's really angry. いいかいイブクロちゃんはね. We good? Talking about イブクロおばちゃんの目をごまかすために煮干しの着ぐるみを盗もうな. In order to deceive these eyes, he stole Niboshi's suit. そんな卑怯, I think 卑怯, yeah, means like wretched, base, low. Cowardly, craven, unfair, mean, sneaky, dirty, dastardly. 卑怯なことを絶対しないんだ. He would never do something so cowardly. Okay, well, he did, so shut up. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay. Alright, yep. In front of Studio 1. 事件があった日, on the day of the incident, 胃袋さん、殿様の着ぐるみを着て、胃袋 wore the 殿様 costume. ここから第2スタジオに行ったんだよ. And then he went to Studio 2? そうだね. Certainly seems so. でも何のためかな? But for what purpose? 姫神プロデューサーが監督が呼び出したのかな? The producer or the director called him over, maybe. Let's go to Studio 2. That's right, we can't go to Studio 1 because we don't have the card key anymore. Alright, at Studio 2. なるほどくん、姫神プロデューサーだよ. なるほど, it's the producer, 姫神. こんにちは. Hello. こんにちは. Hello! こんにちは. Hello! まよよいちゃん。ムキになっちゃダメ。ムキになる? Become you know, become irritated or angry. Angry, especially at something trivial. Don't get so worked up over nothing. Kumo 見てるの. Atakushi. I'm looking at the clouds. I am. 終わりみたいな. That's an interesting thing. It's hard to translate that sort of thing directly. Not that it's too big deal, but she said, Kumo 見てるな, atakushi. Looking at the clouds. Period. Me. Period. Like in Japanese, it's a very context-based language, so oftentimes you'll omit the subject because it's obvious. Like if someone just says looking at the clouds, probably pretty obvious that they're the ones looking at the clouds. Even if in English, it would be very weird to say looking at the clouds as a statement and not a question. Because you'd be like, okay, who are we talking about? But sometimes in Japanese, you say, okay, well, maybe the subject wasn't too obvious, so I should specify. So it is pretty common to just like say a sentence without the subject and then clarify the subject later after you're done already with that sentence. But seems that seems that we're done here. All right, about Ibukuro, the victim. 事件当日、Ibukuro-sanはここへ. Oh, on the day of the incident, Ibukuro-san came here. 聞こえなかったかしら? It's. Did you not hear? Or did I not hear? 雲を見てる私. I'm looking at the clouds. 他のことの興味はないわ. I'm not interested in anything else. なるほど、ムカつくよ. なるほど, she's upsetting me. Yada yada. Good grief. Yada yada. Well, let's talk about Niboshi. Niboshi-san, 犯人じゃなかったんですよ. It seems that Niboshi wasn't the criminal. これでまた、殿様続けられますね. So he can continue playing the role of Tono-sama. もう飽きたわ、私、殿様は. I've already grown tired of it, of Tono-sama. は?犯人だ, criminal. なるほどくん、こいつが犯人だよ. She's the criminal. I don't think she's wrong. 私の、綾里かの、霊力?霊力?霊力?霊力? Spiritual. 霊力のが、そう言ってる. The power of the family of the, Ayazato. The power of the Ayazato. The spiritual power of the Ayazato clan has told me so. Yada yada. Good grief. Chuzai Kantoku. About the director. チューザイ監督のことですけど, so about director Chuzai. どうしてもあの男の話をしたいのなら, why do you want to talk about him? コテージの中で, or if you want to talk to him, you can do so in the cottage. 私は好きで, or 抜きで, without me. Good grief. Let's go in the cottage. 昨日スタッフの子は掃除していたけど, yesterday that staff member was cleaning, but あんまり綺麗になってないな. It hasn't really become clean at all. 殿様のレアカードを手に入れて浮かれていたからな. She was floating when she got that rare card in her hand. What's this green crud? Okay, we don't know. トノスマンで使うセットのデザインを決めていたようだ. It seems that the set design for Tonosaman is being figured out there. セットを組む予算なんかもメモされている. Yosan? I think predictions for a estimate. Yeah, predictions for budget. The estimates for the budget are written there. なんでこんなにお金がかかるんだ? Why does it take so much money? Well, that's the show business. Making custom things is hard. Nope. Messed up. To Studio 2. To Studio 1. Outside. Outside the guard gate. And then to the staff area. Jeez. Satsue wa kyou wa chushi ka. Seems that filming today has been postponed. 一回ぐらい見てみたかったな。I wanted to see it just at least once. 明日の法廷で、決着決着 ?conclusion. 明日の法廷で決着をつけるから、それから見に来ればいいだよ。Well, tomorrow. Tomorrow the trial will come to a close, so I think it'd be better to come after that. そうだね。Yeah. 睡眠薬の瓶ってここで見つけたったんだよね。You found the sleeping pills, sleeping medicine bottle here, right? そうだよ。Yep. 他にもなんかないのかな What if there's anything else here? Whoa! ダメっす。触っちゃダメっす。Hello. Absolutely not. Don't touch anything. Ah! いや、すまんす。sorry. もしかしたら驚かせてしまったかもしれないです。It seems you gave me quite the startle. もしかしなくても驚きましたよ。What do you mean? It seems we surprised you. Yeah. No. たまには自分はドラマティックに決めてみたいです。Nah, sometimes I just like being dramatic. Dramatic の時だね。I don't know what they're trying to say. You added dramatic? He's just saying tick. Like the tick of dramatic. He brought tick? Oh, anyway. Go home. とにかく、ちょっとそのテーブルの皿を調べす。In any case, I investigated the plates. Or we investigated the plates on the table. もしかして睡眠薬は was there sleeping medicine in there? そうです。Yep. 痕跡を調べるす。痕跡? Is he just saying this seat? Traces. Okay, 痕跡. Nice. 痕跡を調べるす。We investigated. We found traces of it. Okay, so my guy was drugged. Like, that's it. Case closed. We present this in court tomorrow, and we're okay. Like, you know, I don't care who killed him. I don't care why the victim was going to Studio 2. All I care about is that it was not my client, and we have figured that out. Anyway, let's talk about the plates. 睡眠薬の痕跡を調べるってどうするんですか? How do you investigate, traces of sleeping medicine? 詳しいことは持ち帰って調べますけど。I took the specifics and back and investigated them, but 今ここで軽く調べることができるようにと。Oh, if you want to investigate the specifics, you need to take it back and look into it. But you can do a bit of light testing here. What is that? Kanshoku? No. Kanshiki, judgment. Appraisal, evaluation, forensics. Forensics, that's probably much better. No sensei ga shiyaku? Reagents. Okay. Okuretasu. The forensics doctor gave me some reagents. 反応があれば薬の色が変わるっす。If there's a response, the color changes. Oh, 面白そう。Oh, that's so cool. いとのこさん、早く。 Itanoku, no, do it, do it. Mama, so... Awatte icha dame desu. You don't need to freak out so much. Osara ni tadashita kusuri no iro hakkiri kawatta desu. So if you drip, you know, the reagent I dripped onto the plate has clearly changed. どうやらこの皿には睡眠薬が。So how did sleeping medicine end up on this plate? そういうことですね。Yep, that's true. That's the case. Okay, that is like slam dunk evidence. If my freaking client was drugged during the time of the crime and didn't do it, I literally don't care about anything else. Like, we can hand that over to the prosecutors and they can prosecute someone else, you know? Anyway. So, the steak plate has been entered in the court record as evidence about the investigation. Sousa no hou wa dou natte desu ka? How's the investigation playing out? 実際のところ大騒ぎです。To tell the truth, everybody's been up in an uproar. このまま煮干しを追求 Pursuits. Anyway, as it is, the opinion that we've been pursuing Niboshi as the criminal, 利用者を切り替えるべきだと意見で真っ二つ真っ二つ in two equal parts. Oh, the opinion that we should keep pursuing Niboshi as the as a suspect, or that we should change the accused to someone else. Everybody split down the middle. So half the people think that we should keep the keep him as the accused. Half the people think that we should switch to someone else. Itonoko-sanの意見はどうなんですか? And what's your opinion? Hiyashi-sanが It's a bit troublesome, but 自分は煮干し犯人犯人説 Opinion, theory, I guess. 犯人説は違うと思う。Personally, I think the theory that Niboshi is a criminal is wrong. でも三剣検事にはまた申し訳ないこと。Seems I have something to apologize. I'll apologize to prosecutor Mitsurugi again. So about Mr. Mitsurugi. そういえばMitsurugi Kenjiはどうしていますか? So now that you mention it, what's Mitsurugi doing in this and all this? それがもうあれ? A great storm, agitation, upheaval, great disillusion. He's really up in arms about this. 控え室で熱いコーヒーの入った紙コップをひねりつぶしたっす。Oh my god. In the hikaishitsu, that's like the antechamber, right? Yeah, waiting room. In the antechamber of the courthouse, presumably. He crushed a paper cup of coffee in his hand. Ah, okay. もう大やけどす。And he got terribly burned. ああ、いい君だね。Wow, that's good. 紙コップね。Paper cup, huh? コップ, bean, a cup, a bottle. I don't know what that Anyway. そういえば、小瓶、どうなりましたか? So, you know, now that you mention it, what happened? What's the deal with the small bottle? 睡眠薬の瓶ですか? Oh, the bottle of sleeping medicine, huh? あんたにはいいニュースです。Well, it's good news for you. 瓶から被害者胃袋たけしの、指紋が発見されたっす。The fingerprints of the victim, Ibukuro Takeshi, were found on the bottle. ということは、So, I got a message. So that means, どうやら身分を眠らせたのは被害者だったみたいだ。Well, yeah, it seems that the person who made Niboshi sleep was the victim. やっぱり as we thought. 証拠に睡眠薬のコピーのデータを We put the whoa. We filed the data on the thing in the... They didn't update it? We put it in there? I thought it was already in there. Anyway. So it's looking pretty clearly like... my client is 100% not guilty. 誰もいない楽器あって、なんか寂しいね。Man, yeah, an empty dressing room is a bit lonely, huh? Niboshi-san, もうすぐ帰ってこられるから。Now, but Niboshi will be back in a bit, so 大丈夫だと思うよ、多分。It'll all be fine, I think. Probably. Yeah. Okay, so now what? We could go talk to our man. October 19th, a certain time. Police detention meeting room. なるほどさん、今日もいかす? To be smart, to be cool, to be sharp, to size. Today, too, you're pretty sharp there. ありがとうございます. Thank you. その、潤んだ瞳をやめてください。潤む to be wet. You know, quit with those wet pupils, I assume means, you know, dry those eyes. へえ、なるほどくん、生かしてたんだ. Oh, really? なるほど. You were you were sharp? Oh, it's raining. Outside. If you see a little yellow on the fence, that's my pumpkin. I'm growing pumpkin. Got a few more on the way. Got a few more pumpkins on the way. Anyway. Niyake jira. Zura. Niyake zura. Niyake. Male homosexual's partner. I don't think that's correct. To break into a smile. To grin. Okay. That makes more sense. And Sura means like face. Your mug. I believe. Looking like, acting like, yeah. Yeah, quit with that stupid grin. ニボサブさん、とにかく、残すは明日一日だけ。ニボサブ、in any case, we've got one day left in trial. 頑張りましょうね。Let's do our best. はあ。と言って僕に何ができるというわけでもないんですけど。Yeah, but it seems there's nothing that I can do. あはは、私もそうなんですけどね。Yeah, I'm the same. あははじゃないんだろ。Don't, not あはは。Alright, so about the producer. 姫神さんのことなんか話してもらえますか Can you tell tell us anything about the producer? 姫神プロデューサーの方ですかabout the producer, あの人は、業界で天才と言われている人です。In the business world, she's known as something of a genius. 天才 Genius. 8に来てからもう5年ぐらい経ちますけど、Since she came to 8, the studio, it's been about 5 years, but 今じゃああの人には誰も頭が上がりません。But no one, raises their head to her. Like everybody's bowing at her. どうしてですか Why is that? あの人はここへ来てから立て続けにヒット作を作って、So she, after coming here, made quite the hit. Like a hit piece of art, like a hit TV show or something. Toji. Toji Tsubure? At that time, Tsubure kakete ita migoto yomigaerasetan desu. So in those days, Eito was, on the verge of collapse, but she splendidly revived it. So for that, それに何ですか? For that, what? Yeah, なんでもないです. Nah, it's nothing. Oh, don't you? No, don't you hide things from me, bro. I am your lawyer. 僕も噂しか知らない。噂し。Oh, 噂しか知らない。I just know rumors. So about Director Chuzai. Chuzai 監督ってどんな人ですか So how is the director Chuzai? あの人はこれまでマイナーなビデオ作品ばっかり作ってたんです。So until now, that guy had only made, minor video productions, but それをあの姫神プロデューサーが目に留めて But then, the producer, Himegami, saw him, saw something in him, saw him. 殿様の話を持っていたんです。And she or he had talked about 殿様。おかげで駐在監督は今じゃ有名人です。And thanks to that, Director Chuzai is now famous. 監督プロデューサーには頭が上がらないみたいですよ。It seems that, you cannot, you have to bow your head. You cannot raise your head to the director and the producer. 彼女に言うことなら何でも、はい、はい、聞いてます。If she says something, all you hear is, yes, yes. 目に浮かぶな。浮かぶ To float? To rise to surface, have inspiration? To emerge, show up? 目に浮かぶ To picture, to come into minds, to remember. That certainly comes to mind. I assume that certainly comes to mind when you think of her. Ibukuro, about the victim, Ibukuro. Ibukuro さんのことなんですけど。So about, Ibukuro. 昔はあの人、大スターだったじゃないですか。 way back when, he was a really big star, wasn't he? 急に名前を聞かなくちゃったんですけど But suddenly you stopped hearing his name so much. He like fell from grace. 僕もあの人に憧れです、この世界に。I too, you know, of all the people in the world, look up to him. あの人は急に大きな仕事をしなくなったんですよ。But he suddenly just stopped getting big jobs. そしてこの8で小さな作品に出るように。Because of that, at the studio, in order to, you know, appear in smaller works. どうしたんですか? Why is that? 私、what? Musha. Holy moly, it is pouring. Absolutely pouring. Anyway. Budui no Natsu? Budui. Bluey? This Budui no Natsu, the summer of the warrior class? No. Zokuhen, the sequel, right? Continuation sequel. Tanoshimi stayed on this, yo? What? I was looking forward to the summer of the warrior class. The sequel to the summer of the warrior class. Ibukuro-san, star no... How do you just say Zaseki no Za? Just Za? Yeah, Za. Star no Za o kurareta no de no ga 5年ぐらい前なんですよ。のが So Ibukuro, after he fell from the heavens, right? He fell from his seat as a star. Fell from grace. That was about 5 years ago. That was when the producer came to the studio. 考えてみると If you think about it. ちょうどその頃なんですよね、ヒミガマが8に来たの。It was around exactly the time that Himegami came to Eito Studio 5 years ago, 5年前. Now what? You know? I've gone everywhere. I've talked to everybody. Whoa! I'm just kidding. Nothing new to talk to? Do you have anything I want to ask him about? Like, I don't... Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't know what to do. Oh, yep. You talk to people, and then all of a sudden, a place that you've already been before, someone shows up for no reason. I mean, the reason is that, you know, you had to figure something out before you can talk to this person for it to make sense, but... You know, logically within the you know game, she's not sitting there like, oh, I'm going to wait until he leaves and talks to his client before I show up. Anyway, konnichiwa. Oh, hello. どうしたの? こんなところで. What's up? Why are you here? 学室の片付けをちょっとね. I came to clean up the Clean up the dressing room. Nibo-sanが使うこともないし. Yeah, but Nibo-san is not using it anymore. Don't say, oh, why? Nibo-san, 明日無罪にするんだよ. But tomorrow, he'll be declared innocent. それは本当にありがとうございます. And I thank you for that. でも, however, 殿様、今週で最終回なんですよ. This week will be the last time. Hey! I don't think I need to translate that. Ugh. So about 胃袋。胃袋さんのことなんですけど、so about 胃袋。はい。事件当日、あの人、第2スタジオに行っているんですよ。On the day of the incident, he actually went to Studio 2. 第2スタジオじゃなかったんですか? Wait, not Studio 1? しかも、殿様の着ぐるみを盗んでいるんだよ。Not only that, but he stole 殿様's suit. What? 胃袋さん、なんでそんなことは? Why would 胃袋 do something like that? やっぱり、of course. あの噂、本当だったのか. It seems that rumor was true. 噂? Rumor? 胃袋さん、姫川プロデューサーに何か弱みを握られてて。That 胃袋 had some weakness that Himegami has a hold of. So basically she's got dirt on him. 何でも言いなりになっていたみたいですよ. Seems he would do whatever she said. Yoami? A weakness? Yeah, 教えて. What is it? Tell me. 弱みというのはその人の後ろぐらい部分。弱点。So his weakness is something behind him? A part around behind him? I'm not sure what they're trying to say there. 知ってるよ、そのこと. I know that. Oh, is she just literally explaining the meaning of Yoami? So a weakness is when someone has something behind you. Okay, I guess that was the joke. 5年前、ここで胃袋さんの主演 main role starring lead role no yeah 映画を撮っていたんですよ. 5 years ago, Ibukuro's main the movie in which Ibukuro was playing the main character was shot here. 当時できたばっかりだった第2スタジオで. At that time, it was at the Studio 2, which was just completed. その撮影中になんか事故があったらしいんです. It seems that while filming, there was some sort of accident. それ以来、第2スタジオは使われなくなっちゃって。So after that, 第2スタジオ Studio 2 was shut down. It wasn't used anymore. その時のセットが今もあるんです. The set from there is still there. From that time is still there. セットあのコテージが. The set, oh, that cottage. Okay. Alright, about the last time. 殿様、終わっちゃうの? 殿様's ending? はい、でもしょうがないですよ. But it can't be helped. 人を死なせてしまったんですから、現実の世界で。Someone was made to die in the real world. それにこの撮影所は That's to this studio. これからもう一切子供向けの番組は作りません. Seems that from now on, we won't be able to make, children's programming anymore. どうして? Why? 私も寂しいんですけど、I'm a bit sad about it too, but でもそれが撮影所の方針 policy course plan of action principle, but that is 撮影所Studio's principle policy. So ask about the policy. どうしてこの番組を作らないのかな Why won't they make kids programming anymore? の偉い人たちは殿様を So the higher ups at when it comes to 殿様この事故のことを忘れたいんです They want to forget about this incident 誰にも触れられたくないんですよ They don't want anyone touching it anyone coming near it そんなの勝手な話なんだよ But that's how do I translate this? They're just going and making these decisions, you know, without input from others, basically. トノ様が好きな子供たちはどうすればいいの What about the kids that love トノ様大丈夫ですよ。きっと子供たちだって。It's okay. The kids will certainly 次に新しいヒーローを見つけますから。They'll find a new hero. そんなことないよ。That's not true. 今いきなり番組が終わったらみんな悲しむいきなり No, not いきなるいきなり No, I spelled it wrong again いきなりabruptly. But if the program ends so abruptly, everybody's gonna be sad. ね、なるほど君、なんか言ってよ。なるほど、say something. そうだな。Yeah, that's true. ここは言葉で言うより証拠品の力を借りようか。Why am I anyway saying here rather than words, it'd be better to use borrow the power of evidence. ちょっといいかなこれ見てほしいんだけど。If it's alright, I'd like you to see this. Okay, this I guess. Take that! Man, it is coming down. Cool, that's ファンの子がたった一人で集めた写真だよ。A kid who's a fan gathered all these pictures all by himself. 子供たちはトノサマンが大好きなんだ。Kids love トノサマン。大人たちの都合でいきなり打ち切りなんて打ち切る。So that means cut off. End. Truncation. So by the adults' convenience, they're cutting it off suddenly, but スタッフならそんなことをしちゃダメだよ。To the staff, that would be unthinkable. そうなんですよね。That seems to be the case. わかりました。I got it. 私にできることはありますか Is there anything I can do? あるよ。There is. 聞かせてほしいんだ。Listen to this. そこまでして隠したがる撮影所の秘密を。Something that has been kept secret by this studio until now. 5年前の事故のことを教えてくれないか Won't you tell me about the accident that happened 5 years ago? わかりました。I got it. Okay. 聞かせてくれないか ?5 年前何があったか Will you tell me what happened 5 years ago? はい、私の聞いていることをお話しします。Alright, I'll talk about what I heard. 5年前の撮影で胃袋さん人を死なせてみたいなんです。It seems that during a film shoot 5 years ago, Ibukuro accidentally caused someone to die. They didn't say killed, it does say make die. So the implication is there that he didn't directly try to kill them, but he was at fault. Wrongful death or whatever. A person? He... もちろん事故だったんですよ。Of course, it was an accident. それで、うまく立ち回って、もみ消したのが姫亀プロデューサーだったんです。立ち回る。Walk around to conduct themselves, to stop by, to drop by. To enact a scene. Momi Kesu. To hush up the cover. So the producer, Himegami, went around and hushed everything up. それが胃袋さんの弱みですか? So is that 胃袋's weakness? だから胃袋さん、Himegami プロデューサーの言いなりに。So because of that, Ibukuro has to do anything that the producer says. でも事故だったんなら公表して言えばよかったのに。But if it was an accident, it would be good to make it public, right? 当時、胃袋さんの大スターでしたから。At that time, Ibukuro was a big star, so 何としても隠しておきたかったんです。何としても I think that means by any means, no matter what it takes. So he, there's no subject here, wanted to hide it by any means. そうだったんだ. That's so. 警備のおばちゃんならもっと詳しくしてます. If you talk to the guard, おばちゃん, she'll probably know more. この頃からこの撮影所にいましたから. She was here when that happened. ありがとう、聞いてみる. Thank you. I'll go talk to her. あのおばちゃん話してくれるかな? I wonder if that おばちゃん will actually talk to us. Hold on. What the heck? I need to go, 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 go. Oh. Pokemon TCG Pocket has an event that's ending today in which you can fight a battle and get cards randomly. But someone's telling me that I finally got the last one. But someone's telling me I need 2. Anyway. Yeah, what do you want, you two? Coming back here. そんなにここが好きなら、おばちゃんに代わりに働くかい? If you like it here so much, why don't you do my job for me? おばちゃん、元気ないんですね。Seems おばちゃん is not in good spirits. みんな胃袋ちゃんのことを忘れようとして必死だよ。Everybody's trying their best to forget 胃袋 about what happened to 胃袋。A の撮影所がここまで大きくなったのは誰のおかげだい? The fact that the A2 studio has gotten so big, who do you think that's because of? Who do you think that's, who's to thank for that? みんな胃袋ちゃんのおかげじゃないか? It's thanks to 胃袋, isn't it? おばちゃんが愚痴をこぼす? Gucci is complaint, kobosu is to spill. I assume that means complaining. Gucci. To whinge, to kvetch, to gripe, to complain, to whine. She's whining. Oh, what signs of whining? Kikendan yo. Not a gun. It's dangerous here. Let's talk about the accident 5 years ago, lady. Come on, spill the beans. 5年前のことなんですよ。Well, 5 years ago. あんた誰にそれを You! From who? That, yeah. Where'd you hear that from? それは well, that's... What? Mamiya, maybe? I don't know how to read that. Is that it? Mamiya だね。Mamiya? Hey, I got it right. Mamiya. なるほどくん、スタッフの子の名前だよ。Yeah, until now we didn't even know her name. That's the name of the woman on staff. Anyway. 聞いたんですよ。Anyway, I heard it. 胃袋さん撮影中の事故で人を。胃袋 in the middle of filming. その死なせたね。He actually killed someone, didn't he? He made someone die. あんたたち You too そうやって人の昔をほじくり返してほじくり返す繰り返す means to repeat so I assume that means like to dig up to expose to disclose. So how are you, how are you trying to expose someone's past? Is that, are you having fun? Yeah, これを煮干しさんを助けるためですから。Now this is to help out 煮干し。胃袋ちゃんが煮干しの着ぐるみをするんだって。胃袋 stole 煮干し's costume. そんな言いがかりおばちゃんは信じないよ。言いがかり is clue. False accusation. I'm not gonna believe that false accusation. それとも何か証拠でもあるのかい? You have any evidence of that? What is it? The plate, right? 胃袋さんが気分に盗もうとした賞金。どうだろう? Yeah, there's some evidence. おばちゃんには悪いけどあるんですよ。証拠。It's not good for you, but there is evidence. 胃袋さんが気分を盗もうとしたという証拠は。The fact that he tried to, indirectly it's this. The fact that he tried to steal it is this steak plate. くらい。あの日、お昼に骨付きステーキを食べましたね。On that day, they were eating bone-in steaks, right? 食べたけど。Yeah, they ate it. これはその時の煮干しさんの皿です。This is 煮干し plate from then. 睡眠薬の痕跡が見つかっています。The traces of sleeping drugs were found in there. So? 煮干しが自分で入れたんじゃないのかい? 煮干し put it in himself, didn't he? あんな 男でも眠れないことぐらいあるだろうからね。That guy is a seems like someone who'd have trouble sleeping. この睡眠薬、イビクルさんが入れたという証拠があるんですが、よ、ですよ。There is evidence that he was the one that put it in. イブクロ was. 睡眠薬が入っていた瓶です。This is a bottle where, with, you know, a sleeping drug bottle. イブクロさんの指紋が残ってました。イブクロ 's fingerprints were found on it. そうかい。Is that so? かわいそうにね、イブクロちゃん。He was out pitiable circumstances, イブクロちゃん。やっちゃいけないことやっちゃったんだね。He did something he shouldn't have, huh? おばちゃん。あんたには負けたよ。Alright, you guys win. 話すとしようか？Shall we talk about it? You know, shall we, yeah, shall we talk about it? おばちゃんもちょっと疲れちゃったからね。You know, I too am a bit tired at this point. おばちゃん。確かに、今から5年前、人が死ぬ時期があったよ。Of course, 5 years from before now, there was an accident in which someone died. まずいことに、芸能記者が写真を撮っちゃって。芸能記者。A journalist, an entertainment journalist, a gossip columnist. A journalist が写真を撮っちまったね。The, a journalist managed to catch, a gossip journalist managed to catch it on film. その写真を巡る? Assume it's to go around, circle around. If that picture got out, well, there would be quite the uproar. その騒ぎを収めたのがあの女、神姫だよ。So the one who put that potential uproar to rest was that woman, 姫神。あいつ暴力団とつながりがあってさ。She's got connections with the mob. 芸能記者たちを黙らせたんだ。They made those journalists shut up. They quieted them. それからだよ。So from then on, she quieted them. あの女が糸ででかい顔をするようになったのは、So then that woman, you know, who made a big face at the studio. So then I thought she didn't finish it, but I'm not sure exactly what she was trying to get. I think from then on she became kind of a big shot around here. そうだったんですか? Is that so? でも分かってやってよ。But yeah, you get it, right? イブクロさんに悪気はなかったんだ。He didn't have any ill intent, イブクロさん。イブクロ。おばちゃん。あ、おばちゃん。ちょっと待ってね。Wait just one moment. なんかおばちゃんかわいそう。Yeah. Pitiful. Pitiful おばちゃん。Nah, you're looking poor おばちゃん。 Motte ikina. Here, take this with you. Shashin desu ka? A picture? Kore wa. This is... She just got the picture of the incident in her pocket. Alright, I know this is like a dude that's like dead, but he's carrying an axe, and then Ibukuro's got a freaking tennis racket. Oh my god. その時の写真だよ. This is the picture from then. ここは第2スタジオのコテージですか? This is the cottage in Studio 2, right? イブクロちゃん階段の上でワルモンと戦うシーンですだね. So Ibukuro was fighting on top of the stairs with the bad guy. 相手役を花壇の鉄柵の上に But his scene partner on top of the flower bed's fence. Why do you have something like this? 昔のことだなを話したくもないよね. Yeah, this was all in the past. I don't want to talk about it. わかりました. Got it. Picture from 5 years ago was added to the court record. Well, let's go to the Studio 1, shall we? And then Studio 2. What do you make of this? Miyo tomo shinai. She's not going to look at it. Sore. That's. Yes? Doko de hirotta no? Where'd you pick that up? That's Oba ne? From the Oba, which is her actual name. The guard. Oba? Naruhodo-kun. KB no Oba-chan no namae da yo. That's the name of the grandma at the guard. Anyway, Himigami-san. Anata wa kono jiko o momikesu kawari ni. So instead of completely erasing this accident, Ibukuro-san o jiyu ni ayatsute itan desu ne. You were manipulating Ibukuro as you pleased. Kaze. The wind? Eh? Nan desu ka? Well, why? 強くなってきたわ、風が. The wind's picking up, isn't it? 面白い話. This is a funny little conversation. 続きはコテージでゆっくり聞かせてもらおうわ. To continue, let's talk about it inside the cottage. なるほど, she went into the cottage. Yeah, you came. Well, yeah, I mean, we're anyway. じゃあ続きを聞かせてもらおうじゃないか. All right. Can I get you to 聞かせてもらおうじゃないか? So this is like that entire. Let's break this down. That entire line down there is one word. Kiku means to listen. Kikaseru means to make listen. Chikasete morau means to get someone to make listen. Kikasete morao means let's get someone to make listen, probably you. Janai means Kikasete morau janai means why don't we get you to listen? And the ka is a question. So why don't wait, oh frick. Okay, so let's talk about this again. That entire bottom line is one word. Let's break down what it means. Kiku means to listen. Kikaseru means to make someone listen. Kikasete morao means to get someone to make someone to listen. Kikasete morao means let's get someone to make someone to listen. Kikasete morao janai means let's get someone to make someone. Let's not get someone to make someone listen. janai ka, there's a question at the end. So that means, why don't we get someone to make someone to listen? But this is Japanese, so you have to imply the subject. So it's, why don't I, can I get you to listen to me? Or why don't we shall get listened? It just means listen to me. I think. I'm trying to actually think of what that means. Kikasete morau means to, like, can I get you to listen? No. Can I get you to make me listen? Why don't I get you to make me listen? The atmosphere has changed. Himegami-san. Himegami, あなたはこの事件をネタに You ネタにイブクルさんの自由に操って You used this incident to manipulate Ibukuro as you pleased. Ibukuro-san wa rakuan? Kakuan? Yaku? The first drawing lookup of the stream. Yeah, Kaku status. Kyaku Kakuyasu. Ibukuro-san wa Kakuyasu no Shutsuen ka? Shutsuen yo. Performance fee 出演料で子供番組の悪役を You made him Okay, so you got him to play the villain role in a children's show. Oh! Oh my god, sorry. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Woo! Yay! 55 months! Sorry, I did a thing where I was tired of not hearing the alerts go off when someone subscribed or followed or whatever. So I added a different source in my OBS that you guys can't hear, But I can. That's just the sound alerts. So I could change the volume. So it would be a good volume for you, but I could change it so that I could hear it. But it was all the way up, and so it was very loud. Anyway, welcome in, Chi-Chi. How are you doing? No more boxes have shown up at my house. But yeah. I'm doing okay. As the title implies, there's a volleyball tournament. All school volleyball tournaments. So all 9 schools in town plus the Board of Education, which I will be playing for, will be on go to a volleyball tournament. Usually we don't win because we do not practice because we have no gym to practice at and everybody's busy. While I will try teamwork and whatnot, but all the other schools usually practice. So anyway, you made Ibukuro play the villain role of a children's show for a low price. So yeah, right now what's going on basically is we've got a murder trial. It's day 3. We've been in court twice now. And long story short, we think that the victim stole the accused's costume. This is at a film studio. And then was killed by either her or the director or somebody. But because he stole the person's costume, he was captured on picture with the accused's costume going to the scene of the crime where he actually died. He ended up dying. But basically we're examining this. Apparently she was extorting him because he, during a fight scene 5 years ago, messed up and accidentally caused his scene partner to fall onto a sharp steel fence and die. And she covered it up. Anyway. Hito kyohaku. That's threat, right? Threat, menace, yep. Kyohaku. Kyohaku mono? Person? I mean, it's Ace Attorney. It's got to be complicated. Kyohyakusha. Yo. Warikai? Are you calling me a blackmailer? だってあなたにやったことはそうじゃないですか? Well, isn't what you did exactly that? 確かに事故で人を死なせてしまったけど I mean, for sure, it was an accident that he caused someone to die, but それをネタに胃袋さんをスターの座から引きずり下ろして But from that, you pulled him down from his seat as a star. Omachi. Omochi. Omachi. That is machi. Yeah, it's wait. Wait. 私は引きずり下ろすなんてことはしてないよ. I was not the one to pull him down, okay? 胃袋のやつが勝手にダメになっていただけの話さ. Ibukuro was just not good anymore. As an actor, I assume. でも、その原因になったのはあなたじゃないんですか? But the cause of that was you, wasn't it? 不運な事故だったのに just an unlucky accident. Despite just being an unlucky accident. ちょいと! Wait a minute. 何さ? What is it? さっきから事故って From before, you keep saying accident. どうして事故だと決めつけるんだい? Why did you decide that it was an accident? どういうことですか? What are you saying? 物分かりが悪いね. You're not too bright, are you? 事故じゃなかったらそれは何さ? 考えてみるんだね. If it wasn't an accident, what do you think it was? Why don't you try and think about that? まさか. No way. 胃袋さんは Ishio? Ibukuro intentionally? Ah, so sa. She's sweating. She's sweating. I don't think she believes this. Yeah. Shoko wa, sono shoko wa arun desu ka? Do you have any evidence of that? Huh. So janakatta that's not the case. 5年前も人の言いなりになんかなるかい? What are you saying? 5 years ago, 人の言いなりになんか. Is there something that you would do as other people said? What? 私は5年あいつを顎で使ってきたんだよ。顎で使う to set someone working in an arrogant fashion, to push someone around. Literally to use by their chin. So probably drag them around by their chin, basically. So from 5 years ago, I started, pushing him around, using him. でも、警備員のおばちゃんはあれは事故だったって。But the guard said that it was an accident. あの女は胃袋のファンだったからね。Yeah, but that woman's a fan of Ibukuro, isn't she? 写真を持って撮影所にやってきた記者に飛びかかっていて、飛びかかる to spring at. Oh. She jumped at the reporter who came to the studio with the picture. ボコボコに殴られながらその写真を奪い取ったぐらいだ。While beating him profusely, she robbed him of the photo. だからおばちゃん写真を持ってたんだ。So that's why she's got the photo. バカな女さ。This stupid woman. そんなもの、根がさえあればでも現像できるのにね。Oh, negative. A negative of a photo. Okay. But yeah, if she had the negative, if the negative of that, you could make as many pictures as you wanted. でも however, 今となってはこの世に残っている写真はそれ一枚だけだ。So now, in this world, there's only one of those pictures. 渡してもらおうかそれ Why don't you give it to me? 何言ってるんですかこれは What are you saying? That's... Uh-oh! She's got the mob. Bro, where's Detective Gumshoe? Unfortunately, we are before cell phones taking pictures. Really. Mayoi did have a cell phone, but it was, very basic flip phone. Maybe it has a camera on it. Kono katatachi wa? Who are these folks? Professionals. Nandemo momikesi no ga koitsura no shigoto sa. It's their job to erase things. Omae tachi mo momikeshite yarou ka? Shall they erase you too? Nani? What are you saying? 法廷は明日が最終日か。Last day of the trial is tomorrow, huh? 残念だったね。It's too bad. 明日の法廷、お前たちは欠席してもらおうよ。Shall we make you take a leave of absence? なぜ Why? どうしてこの写真にこだわるんだ Too obsessive. Why are you so obsessive about this picture? これは胃袋さんの弱みであって。This is 胃袋's weak point. 姫神桜にとってはどうでもいいことなのに。To 姫神桜, that's her. You know. There's no relation. You'd be fine with anything. 考える時間はたっぷりあるさ。You've had plenty time to think. じゃあ、あばよお二人さん。あばよ、あばよ See you then, you two. 始末 Start and end. Management dealing with settlement, cleaning up, disposal. Hey, you. I'm requesting. Take care of these guys. Yeah! Oh my god. ちょっと待つ Wait just one moment. 話を聞かせてもらったっす。I heard everything. 姫神桜。ちょっと、ショーまで来てもらおうっす。I'm taking you in. Uh-oh. なかなかやるじゃないか。坊や。坊や Boy. Are you really gonna do this, boy? どうやら勝負は。Seems that we've entered into a match here. 明日の法廷ということになりそうだね。Seems the match is going to be decided at tomorrow's trial. 楽しみにしておくよ。I'm looking forward to it. Alright, nice. Good job, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Ito no Kogiri. 大丈夫っす You okay? ちょっと踏み込むタイミングが遅れたっす。踏み込む Step into? To break into. Seems I was, just on time to break into stuff. まだまだ勉強不足っす。It seems I was a little bit late in intervening. Seems I am lacking in my studies. 刑事さん、Detective. ありがとうございました。Thank you. 私、濃かったよな。It was scary. Nani? これが仕事ですから。What? I mean, this is just my job. どうしたんですか What's up? 一度このセリフが言ってみたくて刑事になったっす。Just once, since I became a detective, I wanted to say this. じゃあ自分はこれからもう一仕事あるです。I assume you wanted to say like, just wait a moment, I'm taking you in. I've got one more job left from here on out. N? That's just N, right? I mean, that's fate, I believe. If fate should have it, let's meet again, shall we? And fate shall have it. さあ、なるほどくん。Hey, なるほど。いよいよ、クライマックスだね。Seems that the climax is coming. 姫神桜。どうやらターゲットは決まったみたいな。Somewhere or another, it seems that our target has been decided. To be continued. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom, number 4. District Courthouse, Courtroom number 4. これより、煮干しみ三郎の法廷を開廷します。From here on, the trial of Niboshi Misaburo shall open. 検事が準備完了しております。The prosecution is finished. 弁護側も準備完了しています。Oh, not finished. The prosecution's preparations have been finished. They're ready. So, I mean, the biggest thing that's irritating me right now is the fact that we have pretty much established that our client was drugged and asleep during the time of the murder, so therefore he could not have committed it. So I don't know why the frick we're here. Like, this should be a slam dunk case. We should just bring in the detective to say, hey, this is what we found, and then I can be like, okay, well, it's not ours. I don't care who did it. We didn't. So, you know what? Let my client go, and I'll be on my way, okay? But no. This is Ace Attorney. You don't win until you find who did it. The defense is also ready. 今日は審理の最終日になります。Today is the last day of the trial. 検察側、弁護側とも決定的な証拠の提出をするように。Please, to the prosecution and the defense, submit definitive evidence. では、三剣検事、well, prosecutor 検事、三剣、prosecutor 三剣。冒頭弁論お願いします。Your opening statement. Opening argument. 昨日の法廷で弁護人によって新しい説が提示された。In yesterday's trial, the defense presented a new theory. 殺人現場は実は第2スタジオだったという。The real scene of the crime was Studio 2. 本日は実際にコテージにいた人間を証人として呼び on this day, I will be calling in a witness who was at the cottage. この事実関係をはっきりさせたい。I would like to establish the true relation, all of the facts. 事実関係. I would like to establish all the facts clearly. わかりました。Got it. 三剣のやつ、今日はちょっと控えめ。控えめ Moderate, reserved, conservative. He's a bit reserved today. Which makes sense. He knows he's going to lose. He's almost certain he's going to lose. I have a slam dunk case. Oh, I mean, I have a slam dunk case against him, so. では、証人を呼んでいただきましょう。So, let's call in the witness. 事件当日、第2スタジオのコテージで会議をしていた。On the day of the incident, there was a meeting at the cottage on Studio 2. And I will be calling in Himegami Sakura producer. Calling in the producer, Himegami Sakura. 証人、名前と職業。Witness, your name and profession. He's really bad at getting witnesses to do this. Himegami Sakura. Oh, there she did it. 撮影所のプロデューサー。Himegami Sakura, the producer of Eito Studio. 証人は事件当日第2スタジオのコテージで。The witness was on the day of the incident at the Studio 2. そんなことはみんな知ってるでしょ。 Everyone knows that. 余計なことは嫌い. I hate saying things unnecessarily. どうしてもやりたいなら私抜きでやりなさい. If you want to do things like that, do it without me. では、証人. Hey, hey, witness. 事件当日のことを証言してください. Please testify about the day of the incident. なるほど君、この人が犯人なんだよね。なるほど。She's a criminal. ああ、そうさ。Yeah. 絶対尻尾を掴んでやるぞ。I'll catch your tail. I assume that means I'm gonna get you. What? Something's wrong with gshow.com? Okay. Never mind, it's fixed. To catch someone out, to trip someone up, to find someone's fault, to get evidence on you, to get a lead on someone, to grab by the tail. Idiomatic expression, yeah. We're gonna get her. About the day of the incident. 正午の少し前、第二スタジオのコテージに入ったわ. A little bit before noon, I entered this cottage on Studio 2. Why are you smoking in the courtroom? 会議が始まったのは正午、終わったのは4時. It started at noon and ended at 4. それからリハーサルがあるから第一スタジオへ. So from then on, there was a rehearsal, so we went to Studio 1. そう、疲れてから駐在に運ばせたわ. I was tired, so I got Chuzai, the director, to carry me. 会議の休憩は2時半から2時30分から15分間だった. There was a break in the meeting, and it was from 2:30, and it lasted 15 minutes. 駐在と一緒にコテージの前で骨付きステーキを食べていたわ. I ate steak, bone-in steak with chuzai in front of the cottage. 第一スタジオに行ってそこで胃袋の死体を見つけたわけ. We went to Studio 1 and we found Ibukuro's dead body. そんなところね. And that's it. That's about it. 証言で一つだけ気になったことあります. There's one thing I'm interested in with this witness. 疲れていたから駐在に運ばせて. You know what? You said that you were tired, so you had Chuzai carry you? 車. A car. Huh? ライトバンがあったでしょ? 第二スタジオ. There's a light van there, right? In Studio 2? あれ、駐在に運転させたの. I made him drive. サルマゲドンの首もあって危なかったし. There was the big Sarumageddon's neck, so it was dangerous. We put in information on the light van. What? The way was blocked, wasn't it? Anyway. Gotcha. では、弁護人ジムを. Then, defense, your cross-examination. 最後の勝負だよ。頑張って. This is the last match. Let's do our best. About the day of the incident. Alright, before noon, I went to cottage on Studio 2. Oh, 一人で? By yourself? So, yep. スタッフエリアには顔を出さなかったんですか? Did you show your face at the staff area? So, yep. You didn't show your face at the area. 会話弾みません弾む To breathe hard 会話を弾む to spring, to bound, to bounce, to be stimulated, to be encouraged, to get lively. You're not very lively talker, are ya? Soul? Is that so? Good grief. Alright. The meeting started at 4 and at noon and ended at 4. その間、席を立った人はいませんか? During that, was there anybody who left their seat? いないわ. Nope. もっと喋りましょうよ. Shall we talk some more? Objection! 証人はおしゃべりしに来たわけではない. The witness didn't come to chat. 証言の邪魔をしないでもらおう. Let's not get in the way of the testimony, shall we? あなたもよ, Kenji-san. You too, Mr. Prosecutor. むやみに机を叩かないで. 耳障りだから. Let's not just be slamming our desks. It's annoying, you know. It sounds annoying. So from then there was a rehearsal. So I went to Gillen. それは何時頃ですか? When was that around? 忘れたわ. Did you forget? Or I forgot. 思い出そうという気はないんですか? Is there no feeling that you're gonna remember? ないわ. Nope. 会議が4時に終わり、リハーサルは5時からだった. The meeting was at 4. Meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was from 5 on. おそらくその間だろう. It's probably during that time. おそらくも何もそんなの当たり前だろうが. Yeah, well, probably is pretty easy to glean, isn't it? So, 疲れてから駐在を運ばず. I was tired, so I got 駐在 to carry me. ちょっと待ってください. Wait just one moment. 駐在に運ばせたってどういう意味ですか? What did you mean by I got 駐在 to carry me? Well, we already answered this. さっき言ったわ. I said it before. ライトバン運転させたの駐在に. I got him to drive the light van. The van. I'm just calling it van. Who cares? 駐在. そういえばそんなこと言ってたっけ? Well, now that you mention it, you did say that. Now that you mention it, you did mention that, didn't you? There was a break in the meeting from 2:30, last 15 minutes. その時間は何よ? What did you do during that time? 机をつかないで. Don't hit your desk. うるさいわ. It's noisy. そうだぞ、弁護人. Ah! Yeah! Defense. Oh. 休憩した時間は15分. The break lasted 15 minutes. 駐在と一緒に彼女の前に We ate steak with 駐在 in front of this thing. それを証明してくれる人はいませんか? Is there anyone who can prove that? 駐在? 駐在, yeah. Yeah, その他の人たち. No, someone else? 十分でしょ、一人いれば. That's enough, isn't it? If there's even one person. 休憩時間の間に事件が起こったとすれば. Well, if the incident happened during the break, 当然ステーキなら食べている暇はない. You wouldn't really have time to eat steak. ステーキを食べていなかったという証拠はないか? I don't think so. We don't have any evidence she didn't eat the steak, did she? Right? Because... Yeah, I mean... What would I use? なるほど君、どう? What do you think? なるほど。もう少したくさん喋ってくれるのもありがたいんだけど、It's good that she's been... I think it's good that we get her to talk a little bit more. 相手はやり手プロデューサーだもんね。やり手? Skilled person. Our opponent here is a very skilled producer, huh? でも、きっとどこかに矛盾があるはずだ. But there's definitely a contradiction somewhere. Let's save it up. So, I mean, I'm gonna assume, I mean, the way they the way they're saying it, like, there's something to prove that she didn't eat the steak. I don't know why. Eat the badge. Attorney's badge, no. 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 This is the steak, but this is in the staff area. After the meeting, Chuzai was driving and took Himegami to Studio 1. And this was from 2:15 to 4, so that's fine. There's no contradiction there. It was removed from the road. So let's put the timeline together. According to her story, just before 1, or before noon, she went to Studio 2, and then they had a meeting at noon until 4. But at 2:30, they had a break for 15 minutes where they ate the steak. Let's see what he had to say again here. Can you prove that? Or does anyone prove that? Chuzai could. Anybody else? That's up. That's enough. One person. So if there was the incident that happened during... If the incident happened during the break time, they would have had no time to eat the steak. Is there any evidence that they did eat the steak? The van. After the meeting, Chuzai drove and took Himegami to Studio 1. There's traces of sleeping med drugs in the on the plate. But that was my client's plate, it wasn't hers. Picture from 5 years ago. Camera of the kid. This camera as well. Like, blocked the road from 2:15 to 4. I think it doesn't start until the second one that you can present people. Or something. I'm not sure. Why don't they have names? This guy's name is just director and this guy's name is staff. Yeah, I'm stumped. Yeah, I'm very stumped. Okay. She's saying, from before, a little bit before noon, I went to Studio 2. The meeting started at noon and it ended at 4. And then she went to Studio 1 because there was a rehearsal. I was tired, so I had Chuzai carry me. And then break for the meeting was from 2:30 to 2:30 p.m. for 15 minutes. And then with Chuzai, I ate a steak in front of the cottage. Yeah, I don't know what they want from me. I pressed everything, didn't I? I'm just running through to see if I missed anything. Four and 5, meeting at 4. We're supposed to start at 5. Alright, time to look it up. I have zero idea. Okay, I looked it up and it's something silly. Objection. 思った通りそうきましたね。As I thought, that came up. 骨付きステーキを食べてた。I was eating the bone-in steak. しかしそれはおかしいんです。That's a little strange. どういうことですか? What do you mean? それ見てください。Please look at this. 皿ですか? Yeah, this plate. それはスタッフエリアのテーブルにあった皿。This is the table in the staff area. Or a plate on the table in the staff area. ご覧のように大きな骨が残ってる。If you look, there's a large bone on the this plate. 自然だろ骨付きステーキの中から。Well, that's to be expected. It's a bone-in steak. そう、当然です。Yes, that's natural. しかし思い出してください。But, however, please remember, コテージの外にあったテーブルの上を But, outside of the cottage on the table, このテーブルの皿の上には on top of the plate on the table, 骨は残ってない。There was no bone. 姫神さん。姫神。Yeah, and Chuzai was also complaining about not being able to eat before. 骨付きステーキを食べたのなら If you had eaten a bone-in steak, 当然ですが骨が残ります。Natural, but there would be bones left over. つまりあなたは You also ate the bones. You ate a bone-out steak, a boneless steak, or you didn't eat steak. ステーキは食べなかった。あなたは休憩時間中ステーキを食べなかったのです。During the break, you didn't eat a steak. きっとステーキは焼却炉にでも捨ててしまったのでしょう。You disposed of the steaks in the incinerator, didn't you? Okay, did you prove of that? Like, I don't know. Maybe they just dispose of the bones in the incinerator, right? Like, you know. This is kind of like, you know, you find a contradiction that it is a contradiction, but it is easily explained away, you know? 姫神さんは休憩中何をしていたかと During the break, what do you saying Himigami-san was doing? 決まってるじゃないか? It's obvious. She was meeting with Tono-sama or she was bullying Chuzai. I mean, both, probably, but... もちろん、Tono-samaに会っていたんですよ. Of course, she met with Tono-sama. 正式に. Order! Order in the court! まさか. You don't say. その通りです. It is as I said. ステーキを食べるためコテージを出た姫神さんは Himigami-san, in order to eat steak, left the cottage, but Tono-sama wa ni dekuasu? What? Bumped into. Dekuashita. I'm gonna remember that. Dekuasu. Dekuasu. 誰かに出くわした。出会う、出くわす。そしてあなたは彼を、so then you, to him, 殺害したのです。その手で。You killed him with that hand. Got him. Got him. Shall we take that as an admission of guilt?弁護人, Mr. Defense. その発言は、that accusation is どういうことだ? なるほど、君は。What are you saying? なるほど、you. 構わないな。Don't worry about it. 私がやったと You're saying I did it? はい、yep. 面白いわ。Well, that's interesting. 久しぶりに退屈を忘れられそうなね。It's been a long while since I've forgotten my boredom. いいわ。It's okay. これからあなたと私のチェクラチェ比べチェ比べoh, no, 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 no. 知恵比べ。知恵 is wisdom. Battle of wits, you know, wits. Let's go on with a battle of wits. 知恵比べを聞きましょう。受けたつと、she accepted the challenge. なるほど、くん。しっかりね。なるほど。Don't mess up, basically. そうね。Yeah, 確かに、凶器はトノサマンスピアだったわね。Of course, the weapon was the Tono-saman spear. はい Yes. 私見た通り、か弱い女よ。I, as you can see, am a weak woman. Well, that's sexist. この私は重いスピアを自由に扱えると思って。Do you think I could wield such a heavy spear? I don't think you could. 無理だと思う。まあ、あなたでなくても、あれを武器にして戦うのは。Wasn't you attacking with a weapon? 普通なら無理でしょ。Using that as an attack as a weapon would be impossible, I think. 分かってるじゃない ?You understand, don't you? でも、however, そんなことはこの際関係ないんですよ。We didn't lose the photo, right? Yeah, we still got the photo. However, that is not relevant to this case. どういうこと What do you mean by that? 凶器はトノサマンスピアではなかったんですからね。The weapon was not the Tono-saman spear. Got him! 何言い出すのですか what did you say? スピアは死体のそばに転がっていたのですよ。The spear was laid next to the dead body. 証拠を見せましょうか Shall we give you some evidence? トノサマンスピアが凶器ではないという証拠。Evidence that it's not the spear. Right here. くらえ違いますね、それは。What? That's wrong? まだ何も言ってませんよ。I didn't say anything. 慣れてきましたから、おやしい雰囲気を感じます。I've gotten used to this. The strange feeling. What do you mean? The weapon was the fence. 私も感じる。綾里家の霊力で。I also feel it with the Ayazato clan's spiritual power. 要するこの消費品は違うということだな。This evidence is wrong. What? I understood. I'll show you the actual evidence. Okay, I got something to say. Okay. Here, it was broken. Like it's broken by tape. The spear. Anyway. Yeah, I really hate it when that happens. Hold on. My girlfriend just sent me a picture of me a video of me eating tempura pumpkin. I don't know why. Anyway, sorry. The evidence is something we haven't said before about this. Kyoki sonomono dato. The weapon, it's that. いいですか? If it's alright. 午前中の打ち合わせでこのスピアは一度折れている。 during the morning meeting, this spear was broken once. 折れたスピアを修理したのはおばちゃんです。The one who fixed the spear was おばちゃん。ガムテープでね、with tape. そんなもので、with that, 分厚い着ぐるみをつけた被害者の胸をさせるわけがない。分厚い I assume it means really thick. Yeah, thick. The victim, who was wearing a bulky costume at the time, could not have been stabbed by it. 正式に Silence! おわら弁護人どういうことだ Mr. Lawyer Defense What are you doing? 自分が何を言ってるか What are you saying? おだまり Shut up! 私を無視しないこと Don't ignore me. Yeah. どういうことかしら What do you mean by that? That's literally what Mitsurugi just said, but whatever. 自分が何を言ってるか分かってるの Do you understand what I'm saying? トノスマンスピアが凶器じゃないというなら Yeah, if you say that the Tonosuman spear isn't the weapon, 一体胃袋はどうやって殺されたいというの How the heck are you saying 胃袋が killed? どうですか胃袋さんを殺害した凶器を提示できますか Can you present the weapon that you killed 胃袋 with? もちろんできる Of course I can. できなければこんなことは言いません Well, if I couldn't, I wouldn't have said this now, would I? いつもながらうさんくさいほど自信うさんくさい What? Suspicious. Oh, just as always, you are confident to a suspicious level. Alright, well, let's have you show us. Alright, now we can show the weapon. This. Take that. この写真見てください. Please look at this picture. 何ですかこれは What is this? 階段の上にいるのは胃袋たかしです Oh, 胃袋たかし is on the stairs. Silence! Silence! 騒ぎが収まらなければ審理を中止しますぞ If you do not quiet down, I will pause the trial. 弁護人 The lawyer どういうことですかこれは What is this? What do you mean by this? 今から5年前 5 years ago 撮影所で不幸な事故がありました At the studio, there was a very unfortunate accident. 見たの通りの事故がね accident as you can see このことは一切外部外部は知らされなかった。This was not known by anyone outside the studio at all. だけの秘密だったのです。It was a secret inside the studio only. それが今回の事件と何の関係あるということだ What relevance does that have to this incident? Mitsurugi Keiji Prosecutor Mitsurugi Kenji まだわかりませんか Do you not understand? 階段から楽を落とす転落とす How do you pronounce that? 転落 Oh, 転落 That makes sense. 転落して階段から転落して鉄柵で胸を刺されたこの男を見て If you look at this guy, you can see he fell from the stairs and his chest was impaled on the fence. Ah! なんということだ。What are you saying? この事故があったのは今から5年前でした。This accident happened 5 years ago. それと同じことが The same thing as that has once more happened. 再び起こったのです。なるほどくん、続けなさい。なるほど。Continue. 事件のあった日の午後2時30分。On the day of the incident at 2:30 p.m. 姫神桜はコテージの外で胃袋さんと会ったのです。姫神桜は met 胃袋 outside the cottage. そして彼女は then she 意思か事故かわかりませんが胃袋さんを I don't know if it was intentional or an accident, but she pushed 胃袋さん onto the fence. 5年前、胃袋さんの自身がそうしたように。And 5 years ago, 胃袋 just like this. つまり、被害者は胃袋たけしは。In other words, the victim, 胃袋たけし、自分が人を死なせてしまったそのやり方で、the person that he caused to die in the exact same way, 今度は自らの命を落としたというわけか。His own life. He lost his own life here. This way. そういうことになりますね。Just like that. よくできた話。This has been you did a good job so far. その出任せ。の天皇天体Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm taking the wrong kanji of the word tensai. Sai-no. This ability you have to speak without thinking. The talent you have to speak without thinking. Uchi no 脚本家 Script writer としてほしいよね。I need you as a script writer. 何か反論がありますか I assume that's a counter argument. 反論 Objection, refutation, rebuttal, counter argument. Yep. Do you have any sort of counter argument? If it's alright. あなたの言う通り胃袋がコテージで死んだとしましょう。Alright, let's assume it is as you say, and 胃袋 died at the cottage. でも、実際は死体は第一スタジオで見つかったのよ。You used the van. But the truth is, the body was found at Studio 1. 悪大官の着ぐるみの中からね。Inside the 悪大官 suit. 死体を第一スタジオに運んで着ぐるみの中に入れる。Yeah, carrying him to Studio 1 and then putting him inside the suit. そんなの休憩時間の15分じゃ絶対に不可能だ。I definitely didn't have the 15 minutes. I definitely couldn't do that in the 15 minutes allotted in the break time. 一体私はどうやって死体を始末できたのというの How are you saying I disposed of the body then? コテージでは2時半から15分だけ休憩を取った。From the cottage, 2:30. It started from 2:30, and it was only 15 minutes. The break. その間に胃袋高しを階段から突き落として殺害して。So during that time, 胃袋高し was pushed from the stairs, killed, 第一スタジオに運んで木切れの中に入れる。Taken to Studio 1, put inside the suit. 確かに時間的に無理があるな。Of course. You don't have enough time to do that. 確かに。Yes, for sure. いかがですか、弁護人。死体の問題については。What's the problem with the body? 確かに無理がある。It's, yeah, definitely impossible. やればできる。If you can, if you can do it, you can. 他の方法があった。There was a different way. Was it a different method? 死体を運び出す方法が他にもあったらどうでしょうか？ If there were the method of carrying the body away, if there was another way, what shall we do? どういうこと？ What do you mean with that? 何も無理に全てを15分に収めることはない。It's not impossible to do everything in 15 minutes. あなたには死体を運び出す方法が一つだけあったのです。You only had one method of carrying the body. いいわ。OK。聞かせてもらいましょうか。Can you tell me? では、弁護人。Then, Mr. Lawyer. 表してもらいましょう。死体を運んだ方法を。Let's tell us the way they carried the body. Well, it's the band. 姫神さん、あなたは死体を第一スタジオに運んだです。You carried the body to Studio 1. このライトバンに乗せて。By putting it in this light van. あなたはさっきこう証言しましたね。Just before you testified this. 会議の後、リハーサルがあるから第一スタジオへ。After the meeting, there was a rehearsal, so we went to Studio 1. 疲れてから駐在に運ばせたわ。I was tired, so I got 駐在 to carry me. ライトバンがあったでしょ？駐在に運転させたの。There's a van, right? I got 駐在 to drive. あなたはライトバンに死体を乗せて第一スタジオへ行ったんだ。I can't stop thinking about how it's very, very clear at this point that our client didn't do it. So why do we care? Anyway, whatever. You put the body in the light van and then went. そしてみんなが集まる前に死体を着ぐるみに入れたんです。And then, before everybody gathered together, you put the body in the costume. ちょっと待って、wait a minute. ライトバンを運転したのは駐在監督だったはずです。Seems that the person who drove was the director, 駐在。弁護人は駐在監督が教材だというのか？ Of course he did. Of course he didn't. What do you mean? I don't know of course either way. Like, well, he would have to if he was driving there before. But you should have just loaded the body in and then lied. Said, hey, I got something to do. Yeah, sure. What you know? 当然、駐在監督は教材です。Naturally, he is also committed the crime. 死体はライトバンに積み込むのも着ぐるみに入れるのも putting him in the van and putting him in the costume. 君がさ一人で無理ですからね。It's impossible. それに殿様の着ぐるみも始末させたんじゃないですか。And she also took care of the殿様 costume, right? 胃袋さんの皿がついていますからね。の血がついてますからね。His blood was on it, right? おそらくあの小さな、焼却炉で焼いたのでしょう。He probably burned it in the small incinerator on site. どうですか、姫神さん。What do you say to that, 姫神。まだ続けますか？ Shall we continue? もう結構。I'm good. あなた見かけ以上にやるわ。見かけ以上It is as you've seen. I don't know. 私の負け。楽しかったわ。It's my loss. It was fun though. I did it. Um, それで And then? じゃありませんよ。Don't you me? なんか言うことはないんですか？ You don't have anything to say? 何を言えばいいね No? What shall I say? 負けましたわとかなんとか。I lost or something. I already said that. それならさっき言ったよ。I just said that. つまり、in other words, 姫神さくらさん、あなたですね。姫神さくら、you did it. 胃袋たけしを殺害したのは。You killed 胃袋たけし。わからないわ。I don't know. Huh? I don't need to translate that. なんでそうなるのかしら Why would that be the case? If it's okay, 私あなたとチェック比べをしたのよ。I had a battle of wits with you. その結果、確かに私、犯行は可能だったみたい。Because of that results, it seems that I am for sure a possible candidate for the murderer. その通りです。Yes, of course. でもそれはあくまで可能性。話。Yeah, but that's just a possibility. 証拠となればまた別よ。If you don't have any evidence, I mean, could be someone else. And that's, but like, here's the thing. I don't care. As a lawyer, all I care about is letting my client off the hook, getting my client the not guilty verdict. I should have done that. The judge should not have thought that my client is the one that does it. I have provided a very plausible other explanation, a more than likely explanation as to why and how the victim was killed. 決定的な証拠はないじゃない You don't have any definitive evidence. What? なんですって What are you saying? I don't care! I don't care. Silence! Order in the court. Mitsugi Kenji, どう思いますか What do you think? もちろん証人の言う通りです。Yes, it is as the witness says. 確かに極めて怪しいが証拠となるとない。Well, it's like, okay. Declare my guy Billy guilty, arrest her on suspicion, do some more investigation, and try her, you know? It's extremely suspicious, but if you don't have the evidence, then there is none. Mitsugi no yatsu ga mayotteru. Oh, he's doubting himself. どうしたのかしら? What shall we do? 私は今日証人としてここに来たのよ。I came here as a witness. 質問がなければもう帰るわ。If you don't have any more questions, I'll go home. Crap! What should I do? Say you did it. Have her testify again. Don't ask any more questions. Have her testify again. もう一度証言お願いします。More testimony, please. もう一度ですか One more time? 諦めの悪い男. Your stupid boy doesn't know how to give up. いいかしら That's fine. 私もう一度証言することになっても If I testify again さっきと全く同じことしか言わないわよ If I testify again, I'm just going to say the exact same thing I did earlier これこそ一言も漏らさず完璧に同じことをね一言 No, not hito kogo. Oh my god, I don't know how to type. Single word. Without Morasu is to leak. Without leaking out a single word, it will be perfectly the same. So shitara anata dou suru? So we do that, then what are you gonna do? Onaji shitsumon o shite, onaji kotae o kiite. We'll say the exact same. Ask the exact same questions. I'll give the same answers. Jikan no muda yo. It's a waste of time. Crap. Kondo koso kore made ka. This time is just until here. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Dewa shitsumon mo nai yo nanode. Then, if you have no more questions, それで Himegami-san に対する質問を終了します. Then we shall finish the questioning in regards to her. Objection! Oh! どうしました? Mitsugi Kenshi. What is it, prosecutor Mitsurugi? 異議となえる間に何か質問が返ると思ったが I thought I would come up with a question while I was objecting, but I can't think of any. そうですか、では今度 Objection! お待ちいただけを Please wait! 証人もう一度証言を Witness, your testimony, please. あなた確か検事でしょ You are a prosecutor, right? なんでそんなにしつこ私を Why しつこいは Heartbreak, right? Obstinate. Why are you being so obstinate chasing after me? とにかくもう一度だけ証人の話を聞きたい In any case, I would like to hear the testimony one more time. どういうことなの裁判長 What should I make of this, Mr. Judge? さっきと同じことをまた繰り返すのかしら Shall I just repeat the exact same thing as before? Mitsurugi Kenji. Prosecutor Mitsurugi. 同じことを証言してもらうわけにはいきません I will not have her testify about the same thing. 一体何を証言してもらうのですか What the heck do you want her to protest What the heck do you want her to testify about? それは That'sそうだなYes So that's 死体を発言してから後のことを聞きしたい After she found the body I want to ask about what she did 死体を見つけてから後 Yeah, after she found the body, what did she do? わかりました Got it では証人証言お願いします Your testimony This is kind of cool like seeing Mitsurugi be like this scummy character in the last case where he's like updating course record, you know, case records, court records before or after you've seen them and stuff like that, and then now he's kind of on your side. Witness your testimony. なるほど。どうして三木返事が Why did prosecutor 三木さあね、あいつにも分かったんだよ。誰が犯人か。He gets it too. Who's the criminal? でも、however, 被告人をみんな What? 被告人 Oh, 被告人 Jesus Christ. 被告人をみんな無罪にするのが俺のルールだ。有罪 Crap. my rule, I will always condemn the accused to be guilty. That is my rule. Erasou ni itte ta noni. He said it all confidently, but Mitsurugi. Let's see if I can't wrap this up after I found the body. 死体を見つけたときは、駐在や警備員のオーバーがいたわ。When I found the body, Chuzai and the guard were there. スタッフの子もいたし、the kid on staff いなかったのは煮干しだけ。The only one not there was Niboshi. Yeah, it's funny. They showed this picture since the beginning, but we didn't know that Chuzai was there. Anyway, すぐに警察を呼んだわ。煮干しも遅れてやってきた。We then promptly called the police, and Niboshi was late to the scene. 警備員のオーバーが大騒ぎだった。こいつが犯人だって。The guard made a big fuss. He's the criminal, she said. 私はその場にいなかったことにしてもらって、I, withdrew from that place. 一旦コテージに、台本や演出の取りに戻ったわ。I went back to the cottage to take the, I think the daihon is the script. Yeah, the script. And the enshitsu? The direction notes, I went back to take those. そしてその日はこのまま帰ったわな。And then I went home. この証言に特に問題があるとは思いませんが。I don't think there's particularly any problem with this testimony, but なるほど、Kunjimo. Oh, なるほど. Your testimony, your cross-examination. なるほど、あと人。押しだよ。Just one more push. あの人強がっているけど、this person's strong. She's strong, but なるほどくんも追い詰めているんだから。You're still chasing after her. 最後の鍵を見つけたらきっと勝てるよ。And if we find the last key, we will surely win. 死体を見つけてた後。Okay, after, okay. それは何時頃のことですか？ When was this about? リハーサルの集合時間は5時だったから。The time to meet for the rehearsal is 5, so その頃だと思うけど。It was about that time. あなたと駐在監督は何時にスタジオへ？ When did you and 駐在 go? その10分ぐらい前かしら？ I mean, about 10 minutes before? 死体を着ぐるみに詰めたりなんかはしなかったわよ。I didn't shove the body into a suit or anything. Let's just, yeah, well, why not? Press her some more. 姫神さんがスタジオに着いたとき、他のスタッフの皆さんはAfter you arrived, where was everybody else? まだいなかったわ。They weren't there yet. それならば、so if that's the case, 駐在監督に手伝わせて死体を着ぐるみに。With the help of Chuzai, you could stuff the body into the suit. お待ちなさいわ。I'm not gonna wait. だからさっき言ったでしょ But I said it before, didn't I? 死体を着ぐるみに詰めたりなんかはしなかった。I didn't do anything like shove it in the suit, didn't I? Well, yeah, you said that because you're lying. 人の話はよく聞くものよ、僕。Listen to what people are saying, you. 僕 Tell me. 章に続けてください。Well, you can just say, okay, but you lied. Niboshi-san, 昼寝して 昼寝してたんですよね。煮干し was napping, wasn't he? 本人はそう言ってるわね。I mean, he said so himself. 誰も呼びに行かなかったんですか？ No one went to call him? 死体。Dead body. は？死体を前にして、そんな、冷静でいられるわけないでしょ。Yeah, when you're standing in front of a dead body, you're not thinking too straight, are ya? 犯人行だって言われてもそんなに、冷静のくせに。Yeah, well, you said that, but she's talking about, like, dead people, so, calm-headed, cool-headedly. It wouldn't be a surprise if she was cool-headed on seeing a dead body. Yoku yo. Press her some more. ちょっと待ってください。それは逆じゃないですか? Wait just a moment. Wasn't that the reverse? 逆? The reverse? 犯人が起こって一人だけいない人間がいたんですよ。殺人が when the murder happened, there's only one person not there. 探しませんか? If it's didn't you search for him? Isn't that typical? その通りですね。Yes, that's the case. いかがですか? 証人 What about that, witness? So yeah. 理屈はそうかもね。Yes, logically you would. でも実際に私たちそれどころじゃなかった。No. But we weren't exactly in that headspace, now were we? それに。So then, 煮干しは殿様の着ぐるみを着ないといまいち目立たなくていまいち at this place? Not somewhat lacking? He doesn't really, if he's not wearing his costume, he doesn't really stand out. よくロケバス? Studio bus. Okay. What's a loke? Location. Oh. ロケバスによって行かれたりしていたわ。He was going to, maybe he's going, he often goes and puts his stuff in the location bus? かわいそうな煮干しさん。Poor 煮干し。それじゃあしょうがないですね。Well, that can't be helped. では証人続きを。But, witness, continue. すぐに警察を呼んだわ。煮干しも遅れてやってきた。We called the police. 煮干し was late. その間皆さんは In that time, what was everybody doing? 誰も一言も口を聞かなかったわ。I didn't hear a word from anybody. 重い沈黙。A heavy silence. I believe 沈黙 is silence. Yeah. そこに起きた煮干しがやってきたわ。And then it was there that the Niboshi, who just woke up, came by. 遅れちゃった。許しておくれ。I'm late. Please forgive me. って言いながら、その場がさらに凍りついたわ。And then while he was saying that, the scene was frozen. こんな感じにね。Just like this. で、なるほどくん。どうしたかな？結構面白いのに。What do you think? It's pretty interesting. 重い雰囲気も和みそう？To be softened, 和みそうなもんだけどね。Someone that can soften a heavy atmosphere. Alright. Obachan said he did it. 大場ってあのおばちゃんだよね。Over is the grandmother. おばちゃんはどうして濁したの？ Why did おばちゃん say him? 彼がスタジオに向かうのを見たからと言ってて。Oh, I saw you head over to the studio, she said. ああ、殿様のことが。We'll press her some more. 刑事はおばちゃんの証言だけで煮干しさんを逮捕してたんですか？ So the detective, just from おばちゃん 's testimony, arrested 煮干し？さあ、well, 後で聞いた話では、well, if you ask afterwards, 彼女写真を刑事に渡してみたい。Well, they asked her afterwards, and then she handed over a picture. Okay. 例のゲートのカメラが撮った写真だな。Oh, yeah, the camera taken, the picture taken from the gate. まあ、彼女は胃袋のことになると、見境 distinction. まあ、彼女は胃袋のことになると見境がなくなるから。Well, she couldn't tell the difference between him and 胃袋 in the costume. 特に手がかりになりそうなことはないかな。Doesn't seem like this is any clue. Alright. I left? いなかったことに? Oh. I got everybody to say that I wasn't there. That you weren't there? そう。他の人は取り調べを受けてたみたいだけど。Everybody else went in for questioning, but 私はああいうのは嫌いだから。But I hate that kind of thing. なんでそんな自分勝手なこと？ Why did you feel the right to go and do something like that? 撮影所の人間は思いやりがあってね。思いやり。That's consideration. Everybody at the studio is very considerate of me. 会議をしていた私たちが犯人のはずはないからって。Everybody. Am I imagining things? There was a sudden gust of wind. It kind of felt like there was an earthquake. Anyway, everybody that was in the meeting was probably not the criminal, so they protected us. Yoko Yoyo, she's saying that. She said that before. 会議に出ていたのは偉いさんにスポンサー。People in the meeting were, you know, the sponsors, the higher ups. どうせ例のプロでも使ったんだろう。Anyhow, it seems that like she's using their pros, her professional, or her, you know, gang type people. All right, she went back to the cottage to grab the stuff. 本題や演出 note, the script and the play notes, the notes. 大事なものよ。It's very important. 盗まれちゃいまずいわ。It'd be no good if they were stolen. それはそうですね。That's true. Let's push her more. ちょっと待ってください。Wait a moment, please. そもそも第一スタジオにはリハーサルのために来たはずです。You came to the Studio 1 for a rehearsal. なんで台本やノートを持っていなかったんですか？ Why didn't you have them then? リハーサルなんかできないって思っていたから。I thought we wouldn't be able to do the rehearsal. どうしてですか？ Why is that? 殺人があったでしょ？何にしても。But there was a murder. But you didn't know there was a murder yet. You couldn't do anything. リハーサルなんかできるわけがないわ。But if you didn't know that there was a murder there, why didn't you bring it to the studio in the first place? You wouldn't be able to do that. まあ、そりゃそうか。No! では、証言続けてください。Objection! Shonin, a witness. 今の発言には問題ある。There's a problem with your testimony just now. なんだって What is it? よろしいか If it's alright. リハーサルがないと思ったから本題を持っていけなかった。I thought there wouldn't be a rehearsal, so I didn't bring the script. それではまるで That's completely コテージは出る前にすでに死体があるとしていたようだ Seems that before you even left the cottage, you thought that there would be a dead body. Silence! Order of the court! Mitsurugi Kenji. Hey, I came up with it. I found that, but then Edgeworth steals my my thunder. Mitsurugi does. Anyway. 今の発言ですが Well, what you just said right now, 確かに指摘の通りです。It's very indicative. しかし、警察側の人間の取る行動とは思いません。But I didn't think it would be coming from the prosecution. まるでそう弁護人ではないですか You're not the defense, are you? ご心配いただくのはありがたいが I appreciate your worry, but 私の取るべき行動を決めるのは私だ The person who decides my actions is myself さあ証人答えていただきたい Then witness, I would like you to answer Mitsurugi に助けられた I mean, helped by Mitsurugi? ケンジは弁護士とグルってわけ The prosecution is an accomplice of the defense? Is that what you're saying? まあいいわ That's fine 私そういう意見で言ったのではなくてよそういう意味 I didn't mean that そういう意味でハースルがないと思ったのはそれなりの理由があるわ I thought there wasn't going to be a There's another reasonable reason as to why I would think there wouldn't be a rehearsal. では、証言を収集してもらいましょう。Well then, 修正 Well then, can I get you to amend your testimony? 怪我した胃袋にアクションは無理だから持っていかなかったの。I thought the action would be Ibukuro wasn't injured. どうして怪我のことしてるんですか煮干しみさぶろ How'd you know about the injury? どうしてって Why, you say? 駐在よ。駐在 told me. あいつから聞いたわ。I heard it from him. 駐在監督か。Director 駐在。ちょっとなるほど。Hey, なるほど。今の証言よく聞いてなんか変だよ。Yeah, didn't he say? Listen, there's something weird about that testimony. Yeah, he said that Takeshi Ibukuro was injured, but that wasn't. He wasn't injured. Did I miss something? ここで何かを見つけられなかったら If you don't find something here, 今までのことがみんな無駄になっちゃうんだよ。Everything everyone's done will be for naught. なるほど君を信じてる。だからなるほど君も。I believe in you. So, you need to Ibukuro was not injured. Right? Thank you. I don't know how to indicate that. 怪我をした胃袋さん。胃袋さん who was injured, right? ちょっと待ってください。Wait a moment. 怪我をしたのは殿様の方。The injured one was 殿様。煮干しみさぶろなんですよ。なんだって ?What do you mean? なるほど、君。どういうことですか？なるほど。What are you saying? 確かに胃袋さんは足を引きずっていた。For sure, 胃袋 was dragging his leg. しかし、それはあくまで to the end. あくまで胃袋さんのふりをするためだった。But to the end, it was so he could look like 煮干し。どういうこと？ What are you saying? 午前中の打ち合わせで確かに人が出ました。In the morning meeting, there was someone injured. しかしそれは煮干しさんであって胃袋さんではない。But that was 煮干し not 胃袋。なぜあなたは怪我をしたのが胃袋さんだと思ったんですか？ Why did you think he was the one that was injured? 駐在に聞いたんだろ。I heard it from 駐在。そうだ、あいつが勘違いしたのさ。He made a mistake. それはありえません。That doesn't fit. That's not possible. 中華監督は打ち合わせに参加していました。The director did participate in the meeting. Was at the meeting. だから煮干しさんの足の怪我のことはよく知っています。He knows about it well. 彼が間違えるはずはない。He could not have made a mistake. I mean, he could have, but whatever. 姫神さん、あなたは You misheard. You saw 胃袋 dragging his foot. あなたは事実に in the truth, you 足を引きずっている胃袋さんを見たんです。You saw 胃袋 dragging his foot. しかし、however, 怪我をしたのは煮干しみさぶるはずですが But the one who was injured was you know. ここで思い出してほしいんです。I would like you all to remember. 胃袋さんも足を引きずっていたじゃないですか？胃袋 was also dragging his foot, wasn't he? 煮干しさんのふりをするために In order to look like 煮干し。それはいつだったか？ When was that? それは That was 殿様の着ぐるみを着て第二スタジオへ向かい When he put on 殿様 costume and then went to Studio 2. そして殺害されるまでの間だ。So, between that and when he was killed, その通り。It's true. 姫神さん、あなたは足を引きずった殿様と会ったのです。You met with the 殿様 who was dragging his foot. 殿様の着ぐるみには胃袋さんが入ってた。The person inside the suit was 胃袋。だからこそあなたは So because of that, you 胃袋さんが怪我をしたと勘違いしたのです。You thought 胃袋 was injured. I don't see why this makes it any more definitive than just a possibility. そうだ！証人 witness. 何か反論は Do you have any counter argument? 今度こそ反論なんかできるわけがないさ。This time you have no way of argumenting that. Oh, I must have misheard. You're going crazy. She could just say that. じゃあ聞かせてもらおうじゃないの？ Shall we get you to listen to me? 犯行人というものはどうしてこうしつこいなんだ？実犯人というものは Why is it finding the real culprit so difficult? Alright, I'm gonna end it there actually. I have to go to the bathroom and it's time anyway. So thank you for everybody for coming. Bye.